You guys need to make sure that after I tell the story, you'll never visit this road, especially in the night, because this might happen to you. So, me and my childhood friend, we finally made a plan to visit a cafe, and this cafe was newly opened in Arpora. We left from the cafe. This was in Arpora, and we were going back home. Now, what I told her was that, let's not take the main road because, again, I don't have a helmet and it would be too risky going from the main road. And there's this back road that connects from Arpora to Para to Kankavela, which actually connects my place. So, I didn't know that road because I've been taking that road since I've been living in Matsa. I was riding my scooter back then, and she was behind me, and we were having a very normal conversation. So, from the supermarket, we were going straight, and we had to take this turn, which was towards the left. There is this school over there, and this road is behind that. So, here's the part where, it was pitch dark, no street lights, it was just my headlight on. I take the turn towards the left, and there was a car. Okay, there was a car and he was reversing, and all I remember, she told me that um this road seems like Ajneri. So Ajneri is a very Konkani word, like like scary. And I was like, yeah, it's fine, he must be like going back, like he wants to go somewhere else. It's fine, we'll still take the road. And I remember she asked me this. I was still in my zone where I was telling her something about my story, and as soon as we crossed that car, we were going ahead, we were going straight. And now this point comes where I have to take a ride. So I remember like I was riding my bike and she was behind me, and I took the turn and I looked straight up. At this point, my low beam is on, okay? So I looked straight up, and all I saw was like legs hanging from a tree, which freaked me out. And I remember she saw that too because she caught my hand and she said, she was like, oh my God. And she caught it really tight. So I was wondering, like, what happened? Like, for me at that point, I thought it was like a real body. I did not know that it was something like a paranormal thing. But to get it confirmed, I put my headlight on, like the high beam, very quickly. Everything that happened at that time was literally in split seconds. And when I put my headlight on, figure vanished. And that's when we both realized that it was actually not a real body, because I was so ready to call the cops. Because like we thought like somebody was actually hanging. It felt so real. And I was like just so stunned, and I'm still riding the bike at this point. Like my hands are still shivering. I'm getting goosebumps while I always narrate this story. So I told her, I knew at this point that she saw it. So all I told her, listen, just be normal. We'll talk about it when we reach home. Thankfully, in like the next 10 minutes, we reached Matsa. And we got home, and yeah, like I asked her, like, what did you see? And she explained the exact thing that I saw. So, like, we saw, like, legs hanging, like, from the waist. That figure was, like, wearing white, and it had, like, blood stains on the pants. And she told me that, and I was like, man, I saw the same thing. We got so scared that we couldn't sleep the entire night. We were awake till like 5, 6 in the morning.